What's up, fishing peeps? Welcome back to the channel today. Today we're going to show you how to catch your very first bass. So stick around. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. It'll help me keep making great content like this for you guys. If you're going to be catching your very first bass, I recommend you using a Texas rig and some type of creature bait. Now, I'm going to cut this one off because this weight is actually a little too heavy for what I'm doing today. I recommend, especially if you're doing bank fishing, about 1/8 or a 3/16 ounce weight, a worm weight or a flipping weight. I think this one's a 3/16 tungsten, and I think this is also a 3/16 lead. I would prefer to have 1/8 ounce right now, but I don't have any, so we're going to use 3/16. If you haven't seen my Texas rig basics video, I'll link it up here. It shows you really how to rig one up, but this is going to be about catching your very first bass, so we're not going to go over how to tie it and all that. What we're going to be going over is how to prepare for your first little fishing trip. So there's some essentials that you need. Scissors. Bring these with you. There's some certain things I'm going to be bringing with me. Scissors is one of them. Pliers. You don't really need a scale, but I'm bringing a scale with me. And then you want a plastic bag. I have it right here in my pocket. And you want some spare hooks and stuff. So I got a couple spare 3/0 EWG hooks. Some spares here. And then I have an assortment of creature baits that I'm going to put in this bag as well. And then I have a couple extra weights. The reason I'm bringing extra hooks and weights is when you're fishing from the bank, you have a high likelihood of getting hung. And when you get hung, you don't really have a whole lot of options to get it unhung. You can't just, move over right above it because it's out in the middle of a lake. So that's why I suggest bringing extras. If you're just going to hang around your truck for a little bit, that's okay. But I like to do a little bit of hiking when I am doing bank fishing. So I'm going to hike around, and then I'll show you guys my techniques there. So going over it again, extra little baits, an assortment of baits. I have this color crack and crawl. I have a rage tail. It's a green pumpkin. I have a watermelon red flake. I have a bandito bug. So I have a pretty good assortment of things to try. One other thing that's nice to have, it's not a must-have, is polarized sunglasses. You can probably get them for $20 or so from the store. These are Oakley, so they're a little more expensive. But you can also get something that's just as good from Tackle Warehouse. I've seen some that are about $50. And they're high quality, so you can get them there. It's not a must-have, but it helps you see structure in the water. Okay, I'm getting my stuff put in my pockets, and then we're gonna go get to fishing. First rule: pull all your stuff up, lock your vehicle up. Don't want anything stolen. I'm bringing one rod and all that stuff that I told you guys I was bringing earlier. Second rule is when you're approaching the bank, be really soft with your feet. And try not to be too loud. Bank fishing is difficult enough as it is. And I see a little grass line here. And I want to actually fish from over here first. So So you really want to start fishing the closest to the bank as possible, and then move your way out, and then move your way down. That way you cover all the ground that you can, and not disturb as much water if you do catch a fish. So right there on the edge of that grass line is what I was aiming for. And we're just going to give it a couple twitches. And they're worried about taking on water. You don't have to take on water if you don't have a boat. Alright. We're going to make a little bit closer of approach here. And then we're going to try to fish the edge of this weed line a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see it. There might be a fish or two traveling up and down it. Just a little creek we got going on. Moving on down. And we're just going to jig our creature bait just through the water a little bit. Just keep trying this grass line. We'll find other structure that we can find as well. And I'm just watching my line to see looking for twitches. I see a couple twitches. I want to set the hook, but I'm not seeing any twitches. In fact, I'm just going to skip it on top of that. So you just watch your line, look for twitches. See, I cast across now because I haven't had any bites over here. And this is one of those cases, if you do get hung over there, you're going to be glad you brought extra hooks. Because you can't go over there. Okay. Nothing there. I'm just going to keep targeting some of the structure that's over here. Or on the other side as well. You might feel a tug or something from when you're going across a tree branch. Don't panic. But hook sets are free. So if you think it's a fish, don't be afraid to set the hook. The worst that's going to happen is you're going to get hung up. And it helps with the polarized sunglasses because you can see structure in the water that you may not normally be able to see. So now I'm just going to be quiet and I'm going to fish. Because the more noise you make, the less likely you are to catch fish. So now just hang out. Got him. Got him. I just felt a little twitch there. Nobody panic. It's just a bass. Oh, he's had a little bit of a rough life. Check him out. He's nothing to brag about. He's probably half a pound. Little guy. He's been caught before. His poor mouth's been tore up. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. But I'll let him go. That's what we do. We throw a structure. And there he goes. He's gone. Throw it structure. Didn't take us very long to catch him. We figured it out pretty fast. Yeah, he's definitely half a pound or less. He was definitely not a very big guy. But he definitely wanted a little crawl. Or this bandito bug to be more exact. It is a green pumpkin bandito bug, if I can learn how to talk again. These fish kind of get me excited. I don't care how big they are. So, got them Texas rigged again. And we're going to keep fishing this bank. Just all along these trees. Down this side, the grass line on this side, and the trees or the laydowns on the other side. And we're going to see what else we can catch. Alright guys, the weather's turning very sour on me. I'm just looking at the wind app here that I have. It was not like that earlier. It seems like a front is further north than what they predicted, so it's causing a lot of wind, and honestly it might be storming, so I'm gonna probably head on home, But we did have a successful day of catching one bass on the Texas rig. So hopefully it taught you something on how to catch your very first bass. I'll give you a few tips on what to carry and how to be prepared. So until next time, get out there and go catch you some fish.